welcome back to the show. It is always a pleasure to see our next guest, especially when she's wearing a Canuck shirt.
Yeah. She might live in Toronto, but that doesn't mean that's where her heart is when it comes to hockey. Mairlyn Smith, professional home economist, and she has another great book out called Healthy Starts Here. How are you?
I am so good. I'm so good.
Nice to see you.
And you know what? I'm so proud of this book. This is a labor of love, and you know, it's so much more than a cookbook. It's got rants in it. I get to be funny and rude and tell you smart things at the same time.
Let's be rude.
It goes from gadgets to, you know, just different food choices and sort of everything along there. But we have a this is the whole book.
Sort of.
Realized.
Now, okay, there's 17 chapters. Okay, there's 17 chapters. I looked at the foods that give you the biggest bang for your nutritional loonie, and then I wrote a chapter on it. Okay, and so there's a chapter on chocolate, of course. Yeah. And you know, these are called chocolate nibs. That's raw chocolate. That's got the most flavanol in it. And this is natural cocoa powder. Natural cocoa powder has the most flavanol. So you need to get that has to say natural on it to get the right one. No, they don't taste good.
No, they don't.
No, there's no sugar in the... I didn't catch you in time. But the cookies taste great. They're made with heart-healthy canola oil and a whole grain, and they're really good for you. There's a chapter on apples. There's one on citrus. There's one on cruciferous vegetables. There's one on kale. There's one on entertaining for dinner parties.
Kale and quinoa are the two most popular vegetables in, well, not vegetables, vegetable and grain in town. Like
I know. Everyone's telling me that they're eating them all. And good for you for being in Vancouver, right? Because they don't eat them. They don't, they call me a tree-hugging hippie in Toronto.
I bet they do.
I'm like, hey, baby, you're right.
Only people in British Columbia know what quinoa is.
Well,
I'm taking off my shoes because I feel too tall.
So
I'm coming down here. I'm coming downstairs.
Thanks for joining us,
Now,
Forbes.
another thing, and I did not know this either, the sweet potato versus the yam.
Okay, so I've got a lot of foodie pet peeves, and I got to write about them, and here's one of them, these are sweet potatoes. Where's the camera? This is a sweet potato.
The ones that are orange inside.
No, well, they can be white inside. This is a yam, and so when people say, oh, you know, this is a yam, it's like, what are you on, crack? This is not. This is a yam. This is a sweet potato.
Big, ugly thing, yam.
Big, and look, when you cut them open, be careful. Okay, this is a sweet potato.
Be careful.
Nice and orange. Okay, stand back. I'm a trained professional. Okay, all right, so that's what a yam, and it's really starchy, you know, and so when they say it's a yam...
Yams don't have a huge amount of nutritional...
They don't. Well, they're just more starch, and so anything they call a yam is because they name them in the States and they call them yams, but because they're wrong too. So these are all sweet potatoes. Okay, so that's one of the things I debunk in the book.
This is one of your favorite rants, actually.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite. This is fantastic. It's got beta carotene. It's a cancer fighter.
So if you're going to have a potato of some kind,
you should have
one of these.
Sweet one. And if you leave the peel on, then you're even getting more of the fiber and more of the nutrition.
Now we're making one of my favorite things. We're doing a vegetarian version today, but tortilla soup, Cinco de Mayo. This is so simple.
It is, and this is a vegetarian version, although you can use chicken stock, and we did, but you can get vegetable stock instead if you want to make it totally vegetarian. There's no chicken in this one. There's a chapter on beans, so we're going to put the black beans in there, and a can. Okay, so we're heating up the vegetable stock or the chicken stock. You're adding canned black beans that are drained and rinsed, and then you're going to add a can of tomatoes that are diced.
Now, do you rinse the beans to take out the starch? Is that what you do?
No, we're rinsing it to get rid of about 40% of the salt, and that's lower sodium stock
Fiona
as well.
Loves salt.
Oh, well, we don't want you to have it. And this is deli style. Do that. Are we going to walk down here and stand beside her?
Yeah. Come on over. Come on over.
Okay, so that's deli style salsa because it has less sodium than the bottle kind as well.
What do you mean by deli style?
You buy it in the deli section of the store. It's fresher. That's right. And then some corn, and then you can put hot sauce in if you want. I love hot sauce. And there's some really good hot sauce that you're going to put in there. And then you just bring that to the boil. You cook it for like 5 minutes. You simmer it, and then you serve it.
Yeah.
Voila! And here's dinner. So that's all you do is just cook it. You can do that if you want.
And this is great because it combines all these things that you talk about every time you're on. It's simple, it's delicious, and it's healthy.
And it's good for you. But the way that we're going to bang it up is we're going to add cilantro. I mean, sorry, that's avocado.
Yeah.
You have to add a fat when you're having a tomato because you only absorb the lycopene, which is the antioxidant that reduces your chance of developing prostate cancer. Oh no!
This is good for my prostate.
I went into my smart stuff.
So
okay,
you
put a healthy fat in there. That's right. So you want to put the avocado in there to absorb it. Okay.
Okay.
There's no fat in there.
You said here very interesting. Adding a fat is good, and starch that can be good. People just need to change their habits to understand that fats and carbs can actually be good for you. It's just the kind that you eat.
The kind that you pick, right. And although the book, you're going to add cilantro, some lime juice, some green onion, and then you're going to crunch in some multigrain chips or some corn chips because that's a whole grain as well. This book is not a diet book by any stretch of the imagination. It's a lifestyle eating. It's the way I've been eating for I'm 57 and I never, you know, and people go, oh my God, you look good. And I go, yeah. Anyway, and it's because I've been eating like this all my life. So this is how I really eat. Okay, yeah, right. People go, 57, I don't know what she's talking about. But inside, I'm a goddess, okay? I just want you to know that. I have that blood chemistry you wouldn't believe.
You are a goddess here as
anyway,
well.
so that's a great soup. Do we have time for me to tell my Canuck story?
Tell your Canuck story.
Wait,
I'll bounce with you while you do it. Okay.
Oh no, I'm wearing a bouncy bra. Don't bounce, okay.
I don't get paid enough to bounce on this show.
And these are some of the kinds of stories I'm wearing. Oh yeah, whoa. Okay, so I in the book I get to write a whole bunch of stories about basically my life. I didn't put this one in. I was Miss Vancouver. Okay, I know, ha ha ha. In 1972, and I got to drop a puck at a Canuck game when they had this uniform.
Yeah.
And so there I'm down on the little rug, right? And the two little captains, I bounced down, and I had a really short little mini skirt, and I bent down to drop the puck, and oh, everybody behind me goes mental.
Oh,
and I go, I am so cute. But no, they saw my underpants. Okay, so
Mairlyn,
if you were at that game, here I am.
I love you even more now.
Can you believe it?
Yes, I can.
So
wait, let's try it again. Yay!
So those are the kind of stories in this book. So listen, it's more than a cookbook. It's a funny book.
It is
I was in Second City. It's
and the
fun.
other thing is that the recipes are simple and they're really easy to make.
You can get all the ingredients at any grocery store in the city. I know, I shouldn't have been jumping up and down.
So reenact that again.
Okay, so I dropped the pot.
Mairlyn, if you want more of her fabulous stories, we'll be at Barbara Joe's Cookbooks. That's in the Armory District tomorrow, Friday, May the 6th at 6 o'clock. If you're going to get one cookbook through the summer, if you're trying to get in bikini shape, pick this one up.
Yeah, absolutely. Or just in life shape in general.
In life shape. Yeah, you know what? I don't. Listen, I'm not tiny, but I'm really healthy, and that's what it's all about.
That's what counts right there. We're going to take a break when we come back.